Okay, so here we're doing pelvic mobility and also stability movements to free up the lumbar spine and also to help work with a balanced contraction of your hips, to work with pelvic tilting and lateral movements and circular. So first we're going to start out from the side. These movements, this is just sitting on a ball, cat-cow. This is for low back issues. If you have any low back issues or anything like that, be careful on how hard you contract. So this is about mobility and finding the activation deep in the pelvis and the deep lower abdominal muscles. A little bit of psoas as well, and also transverse obliques, and getting deeper into that belt vessel, that belt support. Okay, so starting sitting tall, and first we're going to start with posterior, anteriorly tilting the hips. So you're going to inhale and arch and just gaze up, and then you're going to exhale, breathing your navel to your spine, tucking the hips under, and squeezing that navel towards the spine. Full exhale. Inhale. If you make a hissing sound, you might be able to get a little more of the navel to the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Now for there, take the video, you can do more, but I usually do about 8 to 10 starting out with these exercises. And then we're simply doing a lateral movement here. So this one is just getting your hips moving side to side. So you can check and see if you have that mobility. If you notice one shoulder is dropping towards the hip, but my head is staying neutral. So try not to go like this. That's a slight dysfunction. If you're having to bend your neck and your head to make it happen, that's because the pelvic doesn't have the isolated strength that it needs to stabilize when you're in unbalanced environments. So we're going lateral, so same thing, sitting tall. Exhale and squeeze. Inhale tall. Exhaling, full breath out, squeeze, shoulder towards the hip, head staying neutral. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And for the sake of the video, I'm just doing 8, so 4 on each side. But you certainly can do 8, counting one side as total. Now the bigger challenge, we're going around in a circle, which we're basically touching each side of like a hula hoop when you're going around. So go around whichever direction you feel comfortable first. You're going around, so you're going to basically lateral tilt, posterior tilt, lateral tilt to the other side, and then we go back, we're going into that cow, that cat pose, and then around again. Inhaling, exhaling all the front sides, inhaling with extension, exhaling front sides. Good. For the sake of the length of the video, I'm going to go the other way. The other side might be a lot more challenging for you. It will get easier, trust me, it will. It was very hard for me to go one direction. Good. What it looks like from the side, a couple times. Around, all the front side, exhaling. Inhaling, arching, around, in a circle, and other way. Okay? So there you have hip mobility and low back for the spine mobility, and also stability. You'll feel it deep in your core if you're doing the breathing right. So take your time and try to think mobilizing everything evenly. Do a smaller circle if you need when starting out, so you don't feel like, or smaller ranges. You don't feel like you have to make as big of a range as I am. Just do it. It might be small for you. This is something that it's waking up your pelvic floor a bit as well. So be gentle with yourself. Take your time. And there you go, low back, mobilizing and stabilizing exercise.